Here we go. Adults are actually going back to school. But what we're going to talk about today are the adults without degrees. What do they think about going back to school? This research report examines the expectations, attitude, and needs of adults who are thinking about earning post secondary credentials after having spent some, or in most cases, many years in the workforce. Most of these prospective students hope a certificate or degree will advance their chances in the labor market, but are greatly worried about the costs of college and their ability to balance school with the demands of workforce and family. They are particularly attracted to schools that offer practical program and hands-on support from caring and knowledgeable professors and advisors. As a leader in higher education, we are pushing to help Americans with post-secondary credentials and get them to go back to school and feel better about themselves. And that's actually what my job entails at the college. I am considered an enrollment representative, which means I help those adult students, or any student for that matter, get started at the college and help them go through what they need to do. So let's talk about what their fears are of attending a college. But first, let's look at this statistic. In 2000, there were 857,000 undergraduates 40 and older, which is really, I mean, that statistic shocked me right away. But then this one by 2010, 1.3 million were attending an undergraduate institution and trying to get a degree. So as you can see, this is in demand. Adults are really looking to better themselves and go back to school. Learning never ends. From the time we're born till the time we die, our brains are hardwired for learning. Every day brings a new sensory input that must be filed away, or discarded. So going back to school to retain yourself as a thinker that can chew over and digest information rather than just swallowing it whole is a great way to grab that information. And you can see that photo right there is grabbing it whole rather than just swallowing it. So learning is never ending for even adult students. So now, what is scary about adults going back to school? I had a young lady in here yesterday. She's a mother of 3. She's 48. She is scared to death to go back to school, but her kids are in school full time, and she's like, I'm going to make this work. I want to go back to school while they're in school to keep me busy because I'm a stay-at-home mom. So that's just one example of how I needed to help her relieve her stresses and get her to that point where she feels comfortable about starting school. So those were her fears, but let's check out some other ones. One here, biggest one, and she had the same concern, is money. How am I going to support my family, go to school, take care of my 3 kids? But there are ways to do that. Free and low-cost programs. Depending on where you live, your current job situation, in the work industry you work or worked in, you might qualify for free job training. The Department of Labor operates one-stop career centers nationwide. At these centers, there are ranges of what benefits that they can help adults with. Let me give an example of my area. I live in the Muskegon area, and our Michigan Works for Muskegon and Oceana County are paying for students to go back to school in certain programs that are high in demand in our area. The big one is nursing right now, so CNA, pharmacy tech, RN, as well as for more male popular careers like the CNC, CAD, also truck driving they're paying for as well. So there are definite possibilities around our area. Also, scholarships and grants. Adults who are thinking about taking college courses should first fill out the free application for federal student aid, which is an online form. It's called the FAFSA if you break down those words there. It's necessary to fill out for all federal grants, loans, any work-study opportunities as well on campus. So that is a great way to get free money, as well as those scholarships. Don't forget, I know at the college here we have all sorts of scholarships for adults that go unused, or a couple people apply. So ask for those scholarships as well. People get scared of that financial aid, but if you take the time to do it and ask for help, we offer free help here on campus. We have some adults that go for free because of what grants they receive. So it's all based off income and what they make, but it's worth your time to see if you're worth any of that free money, and to check out scholarships that the college that you're attending has. Also, there are some tax breaks. Students can qualify for a tax credit and deductions that can lower their overall cost of attending school. The tax break most likely can be used for adults returning to school part-time is a lifelong learning credit. These credits are equal to 20% of qualified education expenses up to $10,000 for a maximum credit of $2,000. So another one is that employer assistance. This is part of my job at the college is I received our sponsorship forms. So these are employers who are sending their employees back to school to get trained in something that will help their business out. So let me give you an example. Shape Corporation, if some of you have heard of it, it's a big company over here in West Michigan. They send probably 50 of their employees every semester to take classes, and to no cost to the student. Also, there's military benefits. The military recently began offering educational benefits through an updated GI Bill known as the Post 9/11 GI Bill. Under this program, service members who have served on active duty for at least 90 days since September 10, 2001 are eligible to apply for benefits that can, in some cases, cover all tuition and fees. Also, a housing stipend as well as up to $1,000 a year for books and supplies. And again, you would want to talk to, most colleges have military representative, and as well as we have a veterans representative who helps all of those students that are looking to grab those benefits. Another thing, like this young lady I met with yesterday, will school fit in my schedule? We try to accommodate all those adult students. 2 and 3 prospective students are concerned about this. It's a definite concern. Will it fit my schedule? My kids are in school. I work full time. All those sorts of concerns. Balancing work, family, and the demands of school is a huge concern, and we understand that and want to help accommodate those students. But the biggest thing I would tell adult students is to ask. See if we have those programs, or those schools have the programs that we can fit them into. Most adult students considering to go to college expect to take those remedial courses. Nearly 6 in 10 think it is likely that they will have to take a remedial class in college, which could be very likely, but there are also programs out there that go right into hands-on, where you don't have to take the English, the math, the science that the adults sometimes are worried about. There are a lot of programs out there that don't require those remedial classes, as well as just those hands-on programs are available. 57% of these adults say that they are worried about the ability to keep up academically. And again, make sure you check with the college to see what kind of academic support they have for adult students, or support groups and everything like that. For an example, MCC has free tutoring for anyone that attends here. So that's a huge benefit for the adult students as well. Nearly all students who have taken remedial education classes feel that it has helped them become better students and to get them where they need to go. Personal interaction. This is a huge thing. Adults are used to that personal interaction, not the email, not the Facebook, not a quick text. They want to meet with the advisor. They especially want to meet with individuals who have their best interest at heart, and who are not pushy to enroll in the school that they are looking into. They want to have that friendship almost bond, so they can understand the school and just have an honest person to go to get those steps of enrolling and everything to get them going. What do adults want? As you can see, what I have in bold here, efforts to reach adults who are considering college must be tailored to different age groups, employment status, and other demographic factors in life circumstances. Everybody is different, and we all know that. We just need to make sure that we can tailor to all of them so everybody's happy as they're getting their education and helping better themselves. And the younger adults are more worried about their ability to get through school and just finding a job afterwards. The older prospective students are less certain they will go back to school at all. They may benefit specifically from initiatives that are geared toward helping them become better informed about their options. Okay, so now we found out why they're scared. Now let's look at why should adults go back to school. To achieve a personal goal is a big one. It's just maybe something that was on their list and of goals throughout their lives, and something might have got in the way. So just a personal goal could be a great reason to come back to school. Also, seek a new career. Maybe you recently got married and had a child, but the job you currently have isn't making enough money. Maybe going back to school and getting a new career to help support a family is a great opportunity for you. Also serve as a role model. Again, I'm going to go back to the lady I helped yesterday. She came in and her kids are back in school and she wants to graduate so her kids can look up and say, oh, mom did it, we can too. So that's a great opportunity, or even to parents. Like I wanted to do it to serve as a role model to them, and I wanted them to be proud of me because they didn't go to college. So a lot of opportunities to become a role model as well. Need training for a current job. That's another great reason to go back to school, to advance your opportunities in a current job you have. And maybe a raise or a promotion could be in the future if you go back to school. Also, advancement opportunities. Maybe you already have a bachelor's degree and you're looking to grab a master's degree to advance in a certain business. So there are a great amount of opportunities and great reasons to go back to school if they can just, adults can get past their fear of all the money, the family, the juggling. Go in and talk to someone. Don't be scared to ask questions. So I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation. I'd love to hear your feedback if you have the opportunity to do so. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.